Well, you talk a lot about being on the mat, but like getting back up,
Yeah.
not staying down. What's been the kind of the lowest point in your career that's taught you the most and made you most resilient?
Oh, wow.
The one that maybe
When I
might be a
said,
shock to people.
well, when I learned that there was going to be a change at my prior job, I went into the office with an executive and I made my case of why I deserve to stay. And I brought the ratings up, and it fell on a deaf ear.
Yeah.
And look back at it now. I didn't plead for my job, but that's not my nature.
Yeah.
But I knew I knew the words and the proof of the success of the show that was hosted by myself and Al Roker at that time wasn't enough. And to know that no matter how much you were putting into it, that you're not enough, that the goalpost was, and I said it to the person, I said, you keep moving the goalpost, basically you want it to be invisible.
Yeah.
And he said nothing. And I said, well, then I can't keep kicking. Because I felt like Lucy and Charlie Brown, you know, so that's, I think that was a low point, and that, how I'm thinking, now I have a son and he comes in and he says, I did my best, Mom, but they just didn't want me. How do you answer that? Yeah. So there I was at 46, believing nothing had come back, that I wasn't doing my best and that wasn't rating, and all of those things were aligned. And somebody says, yeah,
we can let you go.
We can let you go. The goalpost is invisible now. Yeah. And that's fine. But for me, that was a low point, because in life, I know this. We're not from rich families. Yeah. We're all told to work hard. Hard work pays off.
That's right.
And it does. But sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And guess what? You got to get back up and work on something else.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned that day. So it was a gut punch, but it didn't last long because I could see the light. Yes. I didn't know that it was this show, but I could see that God did not want me to sit in that room and beg for my job.
Yes.
I decided that day I would not let an executive determine whether I was going to feed my family and feed myself. Right. I was going to figure it out. And that's what happened. But I didn't know it was going to be this talk show.